Full disclosure, I love Mike Chi. I love everybody who does the whole retro upscaling situation with the Retrotink. I love the guys that done the OSSC. I love the ones who've done the Eon project with the N64 and the GameCube. I love the Frame Master. I love all of that stuff that helps enhance these retro games. You know, there's some other ones out there I didn't mention. It doesn't mean I don't care about you. I do respect what you do for the retro gaming community. But this thing, Mike Chi, I appreciate you, but this thing right here is pretty much about to run me out of the retro upscaling hobby. I don't know if I can do this. Um, Mike Chi and Retrotink basically introduced the Retrotink 4K. Now I've seen it on My Life in Gaming. I saw it on, I think Retro RGB has, looked at it as well. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. I think Voltar did as well, or that could have been the 4K OSSC. It could be. I can't remember. But nevertheless, this is going to be coming out soon. And the reason why it's about to run me out of the retro upscaling, business or actually buying another upscaler is the price. I got the article up here, or I have the situation, the post that's up here on the website of retrotink.com. I'll put the link down in the description so you guys can check it out. That it basically says it's coming out late 2023. The exact prices to be determined, since we are still exploring multiple options on how to best source the FPGA. Which, if you don't know what the FPGA is, it's a board that replicates many of things as far as upscaling games. They actually could be used to replicate consoles and stuff like that. Also, it said the best guidance is to budget $1,000, and we hope that you'll be pleasantly surprised when the actual price is determined. Now, listen, I get it. Things are expensive. Chips are expensive. The economy is kind of crazy. The chip shortage and all this other stuff. But I have an OSSC. I also have one of these, which I still am working on doing a video on. This RGSB VGA to YPBBR. I think this is a direct capture or a direct image shower instead of upscaler, but I'm gonna do a video on that too. But I like I said, I have an OSSC, and I don't think I will be paying anywhere close to $1,000 for another upscaler. I just don't see myself doing it. It's become to the point where, first of all, I love the OSSC. It does has a little quirks, but I love the OSSC and the output it does. It does a phenomenal job. Also, if I was to go and get, let's say, a Retrotink-4K, those things are phenomenal as well. And that runs around $325. I think last time I checked on the website, I think like $325, $330. And the OSSC, you can get the original OSSC, or you can get the one that has been built by what was those guys named Kaiko? I think Kaisio or Kaiko. I think they made one as well. And as a matter of fact, I think they're the same people who made this. And I think you can get a pretty good image out of those things if you want to put them on a flat screen. So this is what I say is like, do I really want to go this route and jump to this, even though it does it in 4K? Do I want to jump that route and go this way and spend that much money for an upscaler where, to be honest, if you do a OSSC at 5X, I don't think it can get any better than that. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe, seeing 240p and 6 times the resolution would be awesome. Or 7 times, or 9 times the resolution would be awesome. I don't know. But for me, I'm really content on the way the retro games look on my OSSC. And I don't think that $1,000 would make me want to jump ahead to do that. Now, there's other people out there that's saying that this could be worth it. There's a Reddit post that is a whole bunch of people going back and forth about it. I'll put the link to that down in the description as well, so you can check it out. But I'm looking at this like, no, I don't think I need this. Like, for somebody who's just getting into this the first time and they're learning about it and they have a 4K television, the OSSC does great. The Frame Meister, even though that is discontinued, that does great. Hell, even the guy's own product is Retrotink-4K, does a phenomenal job. And I mean, I'm not trying to say this is a bad product, but when does that becomes a point? What I mean, what is your price budget? I mean, what is your price point to where you're going to back off and say, I don't know? And I think if you budget $1,000, and I know some people probably wrote this in the comment section already, it may not be $1,000. It may be somewhere around the $600 to $700 mark. Is it really worth it? If you really look at it, I mean, the 4K pixels. I mean, how? I mean, is it worth that when you can basically get what I think with the not OSSC, but the Retrotink 2X, I think in some cases, I think it goes up to 1440. I could be wrong because I don't have one, but I think you can get up to 1440p with that. Or I know for certain with the OSSC, I can get to 1200p. And for 1200p on with 240p games, it looks beautiful on my 4K TV. So it's like I don't know. Like, is it really the move? I'm not really sure, man. I mean, I know for me, and I'm saying I'm not really sure for the average, retro gamer. For me, it is about to run me out. I'm gonna say no to this, not because it's a bad product. I just don't think the $1,000, $600, $700 budget is actually right up my alley where I want to buy a device that's going to function with all of my consoles. And I know it may function with all the consoles I have now. The OSSC, after a little bit of tweaking and some updates, I've got it to work with every console that I've thrown at it, pretty much. I mean, now, honestly, if you have a S video output or something like that, it's not going to work. Which the Retrotink-4K does do. I'm gonna roll down here. It's like, let me see if I can pull it up and see. See, it says the imports that are supported. It tells you right here. It has all the components. It has the let's see, VGA, has HDMI and out, and it says the SCART is on the side, which is right here. If you see it right now here, the SCART is on the side, and on the other side, the opposite side of the other outputs, you have this S video and component. Now, that's pretty cool if you have all those components. I'm not knocking it because you can buy an add-on for the OSSC to run your S video. Then I mean that's like another $80. So if you buy an OSSC plus that, you're probably going to be around 300. Probably the same amount of money you're going to get for a Retrotink 2X. So it's like you're probably, I'm not going to say you're better off getting that or those other two options. I just don't know because I've never seen how this plays. I mean, I watched the videos, but I gotta see like a lot of people really look at, a lot of people run this test and see how it goes because it's still in the early stages when it was shown on My Life in Gaming or Retro RGB. It's so many things can happen between now and then until it actually out for retail. But it's like I'm looking at this, I'm like, I don't think I can do this. I don't think. I mean, like I said, I have the OSSC. It does the job very well. It may do the Retrotink may do it better. I'm not disputing that. I mean, for 1,000, if the budget's around 1,000, it better do it better because that's almost 90% more. Or this this OSSC is like 90% cheaper than that based on what Mike Chi is saying. And like I said, it's not to knock him. I think he does great work. I mean, look, I wanted to get his old one that was the old Retrotink back in the day when he first came on the scene, and I was going to get one of those at one point, and I just never got around to getting one. But nevertheless, I would be in full favor of getting a Retrotink 2X. I mean, there was no way that I would tell somebody not to get it for $300 for what it does. I think it does a phenomenal job. But when I start looking at this 4K one, and you're talking about a budget of 1,000, you're probably basically looking at something that's over $500. And I get it if it's $500 because the 2X is 325. I think even at $500 for a device like this is probably out of my out of my reach. I don't see myself doing this to upscale, my games. I mean, to each his own. I mean, I do have a CRT, which kind of defeats the purpose, but I do love this type of tech. That's why I got an OSSC. And playing some of these games on a flat screen device looks absolutely beautiful. They really do. In some cases, I'd rather use the flat screen device over a CRT in some cases. So it does the job, and I'm pretty sure this would do the job, but I'm just not. I don't think I'm on board with it. I just don't see it. I don't. I'm not really sure. You know, I mean, let me know what you guys think. I mean, also check out the back and forth that's going on Reddit. Some people are for it, some people are against it. Me, I think this is my. I just don't see how I can do it. I don't think I can do this. At around 500 plus, it's not that I can't afford it. I know I can. It's just that I'm not going to buy a small device like this just to upscale my games where what I have now does a really good job. I mean, it does a phenomenal job. And I'm pretty sure this may do it a little bit better, but is it really worth the price? Sometimes you got to ask yourself that. I mean, you know, some people upgrade their PCs slightly, and sometimes that slight upgrade is maybe another $800 to $900, and you're probably getting what, maybe 10 to 15 more frames per second. Is it worth that much money? I mean, to each his own. But for me, I'm out of this. Let me know what you guys think, man. I'm going to get up out of here. I think I've said enough. Don't like rambling too long, but I think this is just, to me, I feel like this is an honest assessment of this. This is not a knock on it. I'm not telling anybody not to buy it, but it's just not for me. So let me know what you guys think. Check out the links down in the description. I'm going to get up out of here, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day. I will see you guys on the next one. All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. Take it easy. Peace.